what am I about 2 years late on this thing or not? The Protech, bam. This is really nice. I like it. The Protech Invictus, Prometheus Blade Works, PDW. This is an automatic. This is their like Invictus style. Where we got here? The Invictus. This one is a black handle and a stonewash blade, which is fine. I'm happy with it being a stonewash blade. I think that's good. Aluminum, and you know, I had the 365 with the terabit, whatever it was, blade, and that was like a cobalt blade, Teravantium. Okay, was it Teravantium? Okay, but it had a G10 scale, gray G10 scale, and then it was titanium. It was a frame lock, and I just wasn't feeling it. I wish I had that blade on this knife, though. I think that'd be interesting. But this is 154 cm, and does it even say here? No, but it is. So, and they use a lot of that particular steel, Protech does. And here's your little lockout, so you can't actuate it, and then kick that back, and yes, you can. And how big a knife is this? And I like this because, now, I could have gone for this being just like a natural gray, but, and also Prometheus Works, and I'll give you the website for the link for Protech, as well as Prometheus Design Works, because they had a lot of this design in a lot of different iterations. 3.5 inch, 90 millimeters overall, 8 1/8 at 20 1/2, not quite 21 centimeters. So it's a decent sized knife. When I first saw this, it was a while back, and I thought, wow, and it was some money too. So I thought, do I want to spend that kind of money? Close to $300. It was like $285. I held off, and then they went out of stock. And then I thought, are they ever going to get them back? And whenever they got them back, I was broke. So this time I said, I sucked it up and just, what the hell? And you know, I think I got this from Knife Center or DLT. Can't remember now. But 2 days later, I logged on and they were out of stock. So I'm glad I got it when I did. Good looking knife, automatic, of course. And yeah, here's what they did with the pocket clip was good. They buried it in here. It's right hand, I mean, it's right hand tip up only. But they got flat screws on there, deep carry. So I have actually, I had the box sitting on my desk, but I couldn't find the knife. That's because I'd been carrying it, so it was in my knife drawer of my rotation. So I've carried this. It's hard not to carry this. It's a great size. It's a great design. And will the knife be a knife? Let me see if I can get a piece of paper. All right. Here. Okay. So yeah, it's sharp. I've used it some for cutting tasks. It's not, you know, it's not the super slicer, but it's not bad, and it can do some piercing as well. Yeah, I like that stone wash, kind of a nice rugged look on it. Let's weigh it up. It's lightweight too, and it's easy to wear in your cargo shorts or whatever. 113 grams, and let's roll it around. So yeah, it's not very heavy, just at 4 ounces, just under 4. Got a little bit of G10, I guess, in here on the button, but it snaps hard. Whew. I mean, maybe a little too hard. that's really got some snap to it. Okay, now let's check it out. Yeah, it's centered. It looks good. The design flow is really good. You see the back of here, but I mean, this design is just great, isn't it? It's like a cigar or something. It's so strange, but it's such an inviting design. For some reason, it really appeals to me. Bam. Whew. And, you know, it's got the fullers on the blades, so that's a nice design cue. Ergonomics, I mean, it's just nothing, right? I mean, it's just so neutral. It's easy in the hand. Reverse grip. You've got jimping up here on this blade, and you can go forward with this. So you can get up on things, you know, for close work. Just, yeah. Where's my balance point? Right there in that choil. Yeah, nice. Well, it doesn't have much of a drop. Hey, what? Man, that's a spring. Whew, that's a solid spring in there. But I mean, you've got jimping around here. That's significant. Nothing else around here. Fit and finish is good. Got really this big, long, really not a backspacer per se, because it's just the two halves coming together. But, you know, it keeps you from being able to touch the blade. It does protect things from being able to come through and hit the edge of the blade. I guess this is where you can roll your lanyard. You know, I never really thought about that. I don't know. This wouldn't be bad with a lanyard, actually. But, hey, if they made it in blue, I'd get one. I'd get one. But you know what? I like the fact that they machined on both sides, front and back, and it looks the same front and back. And then got a nice finished look back here. And baby, don't be daydreaming when you hit this button, because she's going to fly across the room right out of your hand. You got to have a decent grip on that. Woo! But yeah, no edgy stuff or anything like that. That's nice. Now, how fat is it? Not that bad. Half an inch, 12.7 millimeters. And let's see, we got 3.2 millimeter blade stock at 0.12. Yeah, okay. So, yeah, not real heavy blade stock, but it's all it needs to be here. Just, you know, I've never been a big fan of like 2.5 inch blade on an automatic or a 2.7 inch blade. I mean, 3.3 and up is really where I'm at. And, you know, some of the Bren designs, he made some big, huge ones with Protech that were 4-inch blade or longer, and I thought those were way cool. But, you know, 3.5, okay. And as light as this is, that's fine. And it goes in the pocket, real good. Real good. Oh, baby, we're going to dirt rag it. It's not like I've never... Oh, hold on. Is a number 8 going to be okay? Wow, maybe not. Maybe another number 10? Maybe a number 9. How about a number 9? Perfect. Yeah. Mess with me, will you? I've taken a few of these Protechs apart in my day. Oh, we got a little bit of thread locker on there, trying to keep me from jerking it apart. Oh, what do we got, number 6 here? Ooh, no, that's a number 8. Okay, well, pull you out. Let's put an 8 in here. Let's see what we can do. Okay, yeah, we can do that. Okay, well, that's nice. I don't remember if the last one I took apart had number 8s, but maybe it did. Wasn't all that long ago. We'll just blow the spring out of here. It'll fly across the room. Everybody can have a good laugh. And you know what? Let's take these screws out if they're there. That one's dropped. Come on. Come on. Do I got you unscrewed or not? Maybe not. Yeah, I think I did. You just need to get out of there. Okay. Same length. And back to number 6. So we got 6, 8, 9. We got all kinds of stuff in here, don't we? Let's see if we can get this thing to let go. Okay, so those are those. Oh, I know why she wasn't going to let go. Oh, wrong. Let's go back to number 8 and get this last one. It's sitting under that pocket clip. That is kind of crazy, isn't it? I mean, you'd think you could use this far back screw in conjunction with your pocket clip, and then you could get one less screw having to be in the knife. But okay, whatever. Let's see. Oh, there we go. Okay, so there's our blade stop there. Here's our little safety slide. Okay. And not a whole lot to it, is there? Okay, so what you have here is the button with the spring, of course. And the spring goes in the button, okay? Goes in this little pocket here. And then you have this spring. And this spring sits in here, and one end of the spring goes through this hole in the blade. And the other end of the spring sits in here, okay? So that's how that's mounted. So you got to make sure when you put it back together, you get that spring where it needs to be. And then you can wind it back up and do it that way. Or what you can do is pull this out of the blade. Let me do that. That's how I've done them in the past. I just pull the whole spring out. Okay. So when you put it back together, you just set this in here. And then you got to run the blade down there and then, wind it up 52-101. Okay, we're good. And then we're all positioned for the stop to go across here. They got both halves numbered the same. And of course, where your spring sits, don't need anything carved out there, but you do for here. And the button with the spring. So it's really not that complicated, or I wouldn't ever be able to do this, believe me. Okay, let's push that little dog through there. And then we need to set it down in this little groove where that is. Here's our spring and our button. And that button and spring need to load down to where they clear this blade, by the way. Okay. And we need our blade stop in there, and we need to get over that spring. Just like that. Okay. And that locks in, but we want to get our, let's get this punched down here. I'm probably doing this half-ass actually, but you know what? It's gonna work. Okay. So now we got the big long screws in here. Going back. And who do we got? Number 8s. We got number 8s, which is nice. Okay. And try this. And come on. It's always fun through a camera. And before we get to the final one, okay, just checking. And this one goes under the pocket clip, which completely drives me insane. And then I thought, well, why wouldn't this come apart? And you're staring right at that damn last screw there. Would have been a bear, it'd ate you. Okay, now these little darlings. Come on, kick them right back in their little hole so we can not have to do much to get them back in. Oh, you know what? I gotta get. Come on. Set you right in that hole. Set you in that hole. And that way I can just lay it down like this. There you go. You gonna jump in? You gonna jump in. How about you? You too. Damn near hand tighten them. Really? Okay. We'll test though. We'll check. Probably don't need anything more. Come on, get in there. Yeah, just a little. That was snug enough. Okay, where are we? Centered? Does the knife still work? Boy, I got away with one, didn't I? This, not a problem. Okay. Hallelujah. There we go. And it came apart and it went back together. And so anytime you want to take one apart, don't. But if you do, it's not really that difficult. You got the button and a spring. You got a spring behind the blade, and the little end pokes through the blade, and the other end sits in the holler in there. And that's it. Not that complicated. So you're going to ask me what the detent's like? No, please don't. Yeah, that's a spring on that baby. It is a spring. But it's, you know, this Prometheus Design Works, I really love this particular design. This Invictus. It's really nice. It was the Terrain 365, wasn't it, that I had? And yeah, the Teravantium cobalt type blade will never rust, etc., etc. This one, yes, it will, but I don't care. I mean, this is just a nice, lightweight, great design, good-looking automatic from Protech. And, you know, I just don't chase automatics necessarily, but this one was a have-to-have. I think it is. I think it's a have-to-have. All right, I'm going to let you go. I'm done. I'll be carrying this one today. We do. We love them knives, so you guys stay sharp.